Recording stopped.
Okay, so here we are. We're back again. It's a new day, new account. Let's smash it. Yeah, thanks, Basil. I deliberately did that. I'm recording on YouTube and I'm recording on OBS, and there was just no need to record on Zoom as well. I was over recording stuff, so I just turned the recording off on there, so thank you. So, let's get ready to smash this account. And I mean smash in a good way, by the way. I don't mean smash. Let's not smash the account. So we're drifting everywhere at the moment. I'm hoping we get a drop on the open. That's what I'm looking for at the moment. We will see. So if anyone wants to know about what happened yesterday or over the past month, go watch YouTube. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. It's in the past. Got to concentrate on now. So I think the big positive is now I can do an eval live. We've got 20 Apex 50K accounts. I do have the trailing drawdown on there. I may delete that. But this is where we're at. Here we go. This is exactly what I talked about. Huge gap down on the Nasdaq, huge gap. So there should be panic at the start. Come down to the low. Keep going. Panic, panic, panic. Keep going. Oh, gee. Damn, it worked. Down and test it again. Okay, it's definitely starting to slow here. Big gap down. No, it's not going to be first bar. No. So the longer it holds here, it's just holding here. It's tried to go down. It's right on a really significant support level on the Nasdaq, on the cash. Dow's up, Russell's up. Look at that Dow go. Beautiful bounce off that long term. Just no entry there. Just came back down at the end. Okay, we're just gonna be good here. Yeah, this is behaving very differently. So I thought we might get a move down to this low here and then a really strong move up. You can just see the bars. As soon as it goes up, look at the wicks on there. There's actually some really significant wicks, which means it's just getting sold into. So as soon as it goes up, it's getting sold into, and that's a really weak sign. Very weak sign. So don't do anything silly here. Yeah, that is. If we can just drop a little bit. What do we got? 5 minutes to go till the 15-minute close. I mean, if we do this, if we go down here, you can just see this long-term moving average is straight up on the 15. This is very weak at the moment. It's the open, so for the first 15 minutes is usually the amateurs doing that. So wow, just look at the Russell and the Dow. They've just gone bang. Oh, you took the long on the Dow. Well done. It's great. It's with the trend. It's after a time phase. I mean, well done. That's a great effort. Well done, artist. I mean, it's a safe trade. It's with the trend. You've got strong long-term momentum. It's after a time phase, so... Oh, shit. Is this going to be... Let's see what this 30-second bar does. Yeah, you've got trend and momentum straight. You've got trend and momentum straight down, so... And that's why we have rules, kids. That is why we have rules. So I was just looking at the 30-second there, and it's just absolutely gone straight down. So it didn't meet the rules. We're going to do it this time. We're going to do this properly now. I mean, you've got to remember, artists, I mean, the trade has the core principles of what you're looking for. So the number one thing is obviously don't trade against the trend. You haven't traded against the trend. Don't get in at the end of a price phase. You got in after a time phase. It's got a little bit of drift. It's breaking through the high. I mean, you're not gonna mess those up. That's why one day scientists will open my brain and go, how did this guy actually trade? What a moron. Why didn't he just trade with the trend after a pullback? Oh, I hope you didn't just go long on the Russell. Yeah, okay, I'm going to be good here. I want to, obviously want to trade, but this is actually not happening how I thought it would with the Nasdaq. We're definitely slowing and consolidating. We're in a little time phase on the 30 seconds, so if we can get a... Okay, so that messes up the chart a little bit now. We've just broken through that low. Technically, no, it's not. It's slowing trend, slowing momentum. So we've had, this is obviously pretty weak. So the futures were down, it's gapped down on the open. We're still in the first 15 minutes. So a lot of this is the amateurs actually buying or selling in this case. I'm certainly not going to go short here. So 30 seconds. Back again. Okay, well, we're definitely drifting down, so some of those options are out. Oh, this is going to. Gee, if we can get down to 25,480, that's the level there. If we can get down to that, we need to concentrate here. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Come on, have another go. Have another go through it. Wow. This is hammering. 334 points. S&P's really not down that much, but the Nasdaq's really giving it a go. Oh, this is going to turn round too. Not doing this. Not going to do something silly here. Not worth it. mean, this is well oversold, and it's very tempting to do something like you think it's going to turn around. Bottom line is, trend is down at the moment. So if you're going long right now, you'd be trading against the trend. It's a risky trade. Trend's down, momentum's down. If we're going to look at going long, it definitely needs to build a little bit more of a base. There it is, there's the first one. Yes, well, everything is dropping, but no real entry. I mean, S&P short 2 minute, maybe, but you're really playing with fire there. So eager to trade as well. I'm so eager to take a trade. Oh, well done, Sherry. I mean, it's first bar pullback, like it's trend time. It's below purple. It's after a time phase. It's trend time bar, so. Hello, Bella, if you're still there. Busy Bella. So, well, this is very, I won't say it's negative because it's with the trend. So that's just all it is. It's just trading with the trend. It's just drifting down with the trend here. I think we're going to get a turnaround. It could be soon. Wow, that is just. Oh no, you'd think we have to find support here. We don't have to do anything, I suppose, but this is such a significant level. There's obviously a lot of panic. I mean, you look at the long-term moving average here, that's straight up. We're right on this level here. It's going to be, we've got 3 minutes to go till the close. That is a very strong bar. We will probably wait till the close of that bar to make sure that it closes strong in opposite fifths. Maybe then do a move, a small move back up to this level here, 25% of the bar. Make a lower high, go back down. I expect that's why they're just holding this off at the moment for another couple of minutes. So you'll probably find that once this bar closes, as soon as this bar closes here, wouldn't be surprised if it does that. probably the bar I'd be looking for. But risky to trade at the moment. Don't you hate it when you're ready to trade? It comes up with this rubbish. Sorry guys, still here. So we've had the close of that bar, and this is what I drew in before. So we might get a small bar first, but you can just see it's not continuing on from there. That is like very, very oversold. That's a lot of price with long-term momentum still up there. So we'll see. It's very weak at the moment. when I say it's weak, actually I should rephrase that. It's actually very strong. It's in a strong downtrend. And that is a 20-point bar on the 32nd. And that has just done 15 points. Let's put some skin in the game. I'm going to go for a micro here. I'm going to do it on the 2-minute chart, just because we want to actually get started. We'll see what happens. Yay, there's something. Something is better than nothing. Oh, it's so much nicer to see green, isn't it? God, that trailing drawdown is a bitch. So I just took that with a micro. Yeah, it looks much better. Just so you know, I actually took that on the. I'll show you why I took it. It's still sticking to criteria. I'm not just guessing. Oh, look at this. Oh God, guys! I tell you what, one day. So, you know, it's a bit of a surprise, but I actually know what I'm doing. So you saw me draw that bar in, and now we're right there. That's where it is. So probably got out a little bit early on that, but I just wanted to get green on the account, get started with something. Better than nothing. The reason why I took it is I took it on the 2-minute, and I just took this one here. It's the first bar after a pullback. So technically it was below purple, so it's a trade against the trend, and that's why I only just took it with a micro. I know there's still a high probability that it's going to go into profit after this, so I took that, but students will note that I said something before the webinar on what I was going to look for, and that is meeting that. So it also met my criteria on, I have a trend criteria on the 30-second chart, so students will note that it met that too. So it was with the trend on the 30-second chart and first bar pullback on, or trend time bar on the other time frame. So that's it there. That's the 15. I said we'll come up to this level here. So we've got literally, 8 minutes to go on that. Should have stayed in, shouldn't I, hey? Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Take that with 5 contracts, would have passed the account. I think that trade had pretty much, oh no, it had a little bit of drawdown. Not too much though. One minute, yes. Yeah, okay. Yep, that's understandable. I mean, it did do what it did. It took another minute, so I suppose you just get it. Yeah. What could you have used, Basil? And me the same as well. I could have done the same thing actually, and I probably should have done the same thing now. Yep. Yep, that's exactly right, Austin. But on the 30-second chart. So blue on the 30. Not sure if Jaden's on. I don't think Jaden's on at this time, but that is a great example of what short-term momentum should look like before a trade. You can see it flattened out. And Shane, that's why I just did a micro instead of a full, because this is the thing that is different about a funded account, is that I had a very high probability it's going to work, but it could have dropped down first, which screws your drawdown. So you just got to choose trades that trend. And yes, in hindsight, would have been, we didn't know it was just going to quickly go up like that. If we could all be hindsight traders, eh? Anyway, big positive. We've done something. We've gotten started. Let's pass this account and then we'll get back over to funded and then we'll just do the same thing again. Just choose trend time bar. Shane, this is the funny thing. Everyone talks about like buying that at that price and all that sort of stuff. It's so hard to buy. Like, you've got to do all these things to buy it. It's just not as simple. So, I mean, 10 years ago when Bitcoin was at that price, how did you buy it? I just think it's a complicated process. If it was easy to do, buying is easy. Well, yeah. I don't know, you've got to remember, I'm 150 years old, so I sound like one of those old guys that used to go, oh, technology, rah, rah, rah. It's like, cold storage wallet, and it's like, what? Is it a cold wallet in the back of your pocket and it's cold? Before they had wallets. How that's what I'm trying to say. When Bitcoin was $10, how would you actually buy it? Like, I know now you can, well, I mean, what I did was just open up a Binance account and, you can do it that way. Damn it, look at this trade go, eh? And the Dow's done the 5 minute too. Yeah, that's what I saw, Ascendia. Like, you know, I just was like, okay, that's great. This is this new thing, but how do you do it? And then I obviously heard that story of that guy that had it on a hard drive or a thumb drive and lost it, and it was thrown out. And I think it's worth like $1 billion or something like that now. And he's tried to go to the tip to find it. Imagine trying to look for a thumb drive at a tip. That's not going to go very well. Wow. Russell is not first bar pullback. No. Okay, so now what we need, we've just had the 15-minute close. Strong bar, really strong bar. I said that this was going to happen. Now we need to come back down. And this is where it gets interesting, guys. So we come back down. This is the high here now, okay? We come back down. There's the bar that I thought it would do. It did way more than that. So this is where we're going to look at these levels. It must hold here. If it can hold here at 50%, it will very likely go up. The strongest one is going to be 25%, which is around about here. That also coincides with this level here. So I'm going to leave this level here like this. And if we can hold this now, we can come back down. It will actually be really strong if it comes back down and tests that level. And if it can test that level and then go back up, it's going to take some time to do that. Got short-term momentum down. Yeah, I can see what you mean, Basil. I mean, if you look at, that's the 1 minute on the S&P. So yeah, you had to wait for a little bit there. And that's the Dow. Nothing really there. That's the one that we were talking about before. Drifting up. Very aggressive, but very strong trend. That's the Russell. Russell's not as good tonight. $7.19. I feel like I need some caffeine, but I know if I have caffeine, I'm going to be in trouble. And as soon as I say that, I yawn. Bitcoin is a Dutch tulip. Yeah, I mean it could end up being that, but I mean at the moment, people are making money out of it. Whether they'll keep that, I mean, if people are long-term holders and they keep that, but I mean you can't argue with the fact that people have made a lot of money out of it. I think the people that are going to make a lot of money are ones that actually take their profits along the way and make sure they know how to understand charts, because the chart perspective isn't great at the moment. So oh, well, this is frustrating, isn't it? I was right yet again. Should have stayed in. I mean, even on this micro would have been, whoa. What have we done? I got in at 25453. We're currently at 25,600. Wow, 24,600. Whoa. Okay. What a job, hey? What a job. Well, again, just a reminder, all this stuff that I do here is not financial advice. This is just logic. This is what it is if you had done this, etc., etc. So here's my Nasdaq sheet. So entry was 25453. We're currently at 25600. We're actually 25617 now. So it would have been 193, 293. If we'd done the same thing here with one full contract, there's the account passed. Isn't that like, that's just nuts. What a job. What a crazy, crazy job. And this is not based on, this is not, oh my God, wow, you got lucky. Like I actually called this. I said, coming down to this level, long-term momentum is straight up. We've got to recover from here. Did I think it would go this hard? Probably not, but it's such a strong uptrending market. I'm not surprised. Definitely not surprised. I was expecting the little bar here, but anyways. You also have to look at the fact that governments are investing large amounts of money into it as well. Yeah, look, the problem that I have, Ascendia, is when Bitcoin came out, all the talk on why Bitcoin was so fantastic is it was for the people. It was decentralized, no banks, no government. It was all to do with Bitcoin is just for the people. But now it's like, oh wow, the governments have invested in it. That's not good. It's not good that the government has Bitcoin. It's not good that BlackRock owns a shitload of Bitcoin. I don't think it's good, because then it's just, now Bitcoin is just a stock. There's nothing special from, as I said, I don't know. It's not my expertise. It's not my thing, but if people want to get into it, fantastic. But I just don't think that there's anything special about it. Maybe I'll be wrong. Jesse, you are so, I'm exactly the same, Jesse. I might have to take that. I've got the drawdown figure on the screen, you can see. And you're like, oh wow, that was a pretty good trade that I took that went into profit straight away. And it still obviously moved my drawdown because I've gone into profit. But yeah, it's a bit of a head messer upper. No, it's definitely not just you, Jesse. I'm the same. I am trying to choose absolutely. This is why we talked about during the webinar. That's so important that you choose proper trend time bar, because what that means is the drawdown doesn't come in. You go into profit. Yes, it does move, but it doesn't move up and down. So you're not getting sort of whipsawed all over the place. So technically, once you just get into profit, like once you get a funded account and you get $2,500 in profit, the drawdown doesn't move. So then it's happy days. But it's, doing this at the start is, it's definitely different, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant from Apex's perspective because it messes with people's heads. Yeah, it is, Jesse, and that's why we spoke about this yesterday. And as I said, I'm not sure if it was Ben or Dale. We had two people, but someone mentioned that they got a funded account and they just took PPTs. And if you take a PPT, you are going to get out at the highest point, and it may take you a little bit longer to get to that level, to the 2,500. But if you look at this trade today, if you look at this one here, okay, like if we took this one here, it never went against you. It never went against you. So, you know, you're going to be in profit, in profit, in profit, small little drawdowns along the way. But, you know, there's your drawdown there, okay, on that bar. But then it comes back really strong. So there's your drawdown here where it's going against you. So that's why it's important that you just sort of do maybe the breaking of this, you know, higher, low, the breaking of one low. Take the profit. Funnily enough, if you actually looked at that, it probably would have broken short-term momentum on a 30-second right there during that one. So do you know what I find interesting about crypto is, look, this is the thing. It's like anything. You've just got to, some people are or actually a lot of people in trading are so passionate about things. If I said to you, Tesla's a piece of shit, there are people out there that have bought Tesla, made money from Tesla, and love it. Everyone has their own thing. There's no point arguing about what it is and what it isn't, you know? I think if you spend your time trying to convince somebody else your point of view, you're just going to be exhausting energy on something. You've got something that you believe in, something that somebody else doesn't believe in. Everyone can have their own opinions. Who gives a shit? Like, if you love Bitcoin, trade Bitcoin. If you love the Nasdaq, trade the Nasdaq. From my perspective, if people say, oh, why don't you, because I get this a lot, why don't you trade Bitcoin? And the number one reason why I don't trade Bitcoin is because I don't feel safe putting my funds into crypto because they don't feel safe. The other thing is I'm 180 years old and I don't understand a lot of how it works. And if I don't understand it, I don't feel confident. If I don't feel confident, I'm not going to invest in it. And that's just it. There's no right or wrong. There are a lot of people out there that are very smart. They're a lot smarter than I am, and they know how to do lots of different things and make crypto work for them, and fantastic. Good stuff. But if you're going to put money into anything, you have to be responsible for it and you have to feel good about it. So because at the end of the day, no one cares about you more than you. My problem with crypto is actually social media, and that there are so many people out there saying, you should hold on, you should never sell, you know, oh, it's gone from 120 down to 90. Well, that's fine, that's just a small dip, you've got to hold on. And I think the crypto, it's a bit of a shame because I think Bitcoin is possibly something that could be really good, but it's full of people that are just really scammy and dodgy and they're like real estate agents, a lot of people in crypto. Like there's a couple that I know of, but it's like, oh, you should hodl, and if you sell, then you're a quitter. It's like, no, if it's in a downtrend and it's gone from 120 to 90, you've just lost, 30, 40%. So I don't think that's good trading. I actually just saw a post from someone saying that they dollar cost averaged on the way down, and I'm like, great, that is how I would never ever do that. I don't believe that that's a great way of trading, And if that's the way you do it, then that's the way you do it. But shut your mouth and do it yourself. Don't tell people to do it. I think that's the problem with social media in general today. People just like to tell other people what to do. Yep, there is a difference between investing versus trading, and I am not an investor. If I had my money in Bitcoin and I saw the swings that were happening, I just would not be happy. I'd be a nervous wreck. Especially significant amount. You put, a couple of $1 million in. Like there's a guy on YouTube called Julian Petropoulos, and he puts like $10 million into Tesla or, and he will see a swing of $100,000 to $500,000 in a day. And he's okay with that. There's a trader the other day that I saw called Umar Ashraf, and he said he lost $1.4 million during last month. And I'm like, how do you lose that much? I would just be, I'm so strict with my money management. I know some people who are pretty nervous right now. They have their money in Bitcoin to reconstruct their house. Yeah, that's just silly. That's so silly. We spoke about this earlier with Jaden. Jaden was talking about using money, should he trade and use money from his work to fund his house. I'm like, you should never be relying on trading to pay your bills. And I mean, look, this is what I love about trading too. This is what trading, investing, whatever you want to call it. Here are the facts. Here's Bitcoin now. Here are the facts. So you go to a 4-hour chart, okay? Right now, we're going sideways on the chart. If we go down to a 1-hour chart, this is the fact. The fact is that is a high, that is a low, that is a lower high. This low has been broken. It means the buyers are not raising their prices, and we are in a downtrend. So Bitcoin is currently in a downtrend. You go to the 4-hour chart, sideways. You go to the daily chart. This is in a downtrend. Clearly it's in a downtrend. So the theory is, just hold on, just hold on. Well, holding on could mean Bitcoin goes down to 76. That's definitely possible. You've got long-term momentum slowing now, so maybe not. But the whole hodl thing is bullshit just in everything, Carolyn, isn't it? Like people hodl the Nasdaq. Stupid. I used to trade crypto, made 47K on Bitcoin. It's about faith. If Bitcoin falls, everything falls. Yeah, I think the thing, Sash, that I've seen is that when the US market falls, Bitcoin falls. I don't think most people look to Bitcoin to see what the US market's going to do. I think it's the other way around. But, the big thing about Bitcoin was, for me, I'll just bring up this. This is my epic. I just need to. The big thing that I saw with Bitcoin was this day here. Now remember this day here. Oh, oops, that's not. Come on. Grr. Why are you not working? Why are you not working? Oh, I have to do this a different way. God, come on, bloody technology. Remember this day here? When it was the crash, it was the crash, and I think what that did is there was a lot of stuff in the media about people that were lost like $300 million overnight. And what that then does is it makes people scared that, oh my God, Bitcoin is very scary. And you're right, Sash. I mean, it's about faith. Well, I think a lot of people lost faith in Bitcoin during that that period. And now if you look at it from an actual perspective, okay, that is a lower high. This here, that's a lower high. This here is a lower high. I don't care what I think about Bitcoin. That could be gold. That could be the S&P. Ooh, do they really? Yeah. Oh, I think everyone sees stuff. So maybe there's just not as much liquidity, Sash. That's why you said on the NQ, same rules for everyone. Yeah. Well, the exchange is unregulated, isn't it? So they can really do what they like. I just found when I was trading it, it was very hard to get in, and that you could only get in at limit prices. So if you wanted to trade market, then you got all these extra fees. It's like, what? I can't trade, if I can't just get in and out, I've got to trade at limit and hope that that limit gets hit. So I don't know. But there are some people that go, oh, they absolutely love that. And that's why trading is very individual. There is no right or wrong. At the end of the day, it's just, what's it about? It's about making money. And if you enjoy it, I think the really big thing is you have to enjoy what you do. Like, I love these markets. You have to enjoy it. So, not enjoying this though. Okay, I'm going to have a stretch for a couple of minutes. I've just got to get up and have a stretch because I've just been sitting here and talking. So give us a couple of minutes. I'm just going to have a quick stretch. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so the market just wants to keep on giving. This is a really good scenario. So I said this before. Let's just watch this. Let's just make sure I've got this right. So we're coming down again, but we've come down too quickly. And if we can just get another quick move down, we can come down to this low again. You can see I've already got that level in from before. But maybe, if we can come down to here again, that'll be a double bottom with short-term momentum straight up. So it's going to have to be first bar pullback, so we'll just see that. That's not first bar pullback there. Okay, got sold into just straight away. So if we can go sideways here for a little bit, it's even better. Don't do that. It's going to drift up. And that got sold into again. Okay, it's actually holding there. That's interesting. Russell's going. Come on, come back down. We've got this 50 seconds to go on the 5. No, we're going to drift up. I am muted. Thank you. I was muted. Thank you, Fiona. Now that you are focusing on just one market, why not take the drift ones as you usually predict their direction correctly? So, yeah, I mean, I usually do predict the direction correctly, but one of the reasons why I've sort of gotten myself into trouble here is because I've made some decisions on taking trades that didn't meet my rules. So the way that I think of it is this. Imagine that you're working for Goldman Sachs, and Goldman Sachs give you a very specific set of rules. So like we're just moving on the Nasdaq now, it's just done a quick bar up, and you might say, oh, I think this is going to work. And this is where people get in trouble, because how I've traded for years is I've traded as if I work for Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs have given me their set rules, and I stick to those rules. I don't get to choose whether I trade. I have to trade because it meets the rules. And what I've done during this challenge so far is I've taken a couple of trades based on what I think will happen, and it's got me into trouble. So even though this drift here has worked, it's worked. And I said we've come down too fast. I think we're going to go up, but that is my opinion. So what I need now, in order to not only pass this funded account, but then go on and do it again and build it up to $1 million, I need a set of rules that I stick to every single time. And that didn't meet the rules. So this one did. This one met, it was very, very aggressive, but that one met more of the rules. It's not drift. This one here was drift, and it could have gone straight back down. And then I would have been disappointed with myself that I took a trade that didn't meet the rules. So I've made a commitment now. I'm starting from scratch, and I'm just going to stick to exactly what my rules are. I've been doing it for a long time, and I know they work, so I've just got to stick to it now. This is a tough period here because it's not very exciting. We've got to sit here, we've got to wait. It's not exciting. Cam, this is boring. Yep, it is, because there's no trades at the moment, so we just have to stick to it. There may be some trades later on. Ironically, there was a trade on the Dow and there was a trade on the Russell. And I do have them up. I thought about taking them. But it's a good point. But yeah, I'm just going to do my job now. My job is I don't get to choose what I take. I don't know what that, stop it. It is exciting. You have no idea. It's exciting that I have no idea, or stop it. It's exciting. You have no idea how exciting it is. Might want to clarify that one, Johnny. Are you telling me I have no idea? Or are you telling me I have no idea how exciting it is? Might want to clarify that one. So I'll take the positive route and saying that the way I said that was exciting, you have no idea how exciting it is. I'll take the positive then. But yes, too many people trade because they want to. And it's funny, when you work for somebody else and you are told what to do, you do your job. You're told what to do. This is why people love it. In trading, people think that they have a decision. Oh, I've got to make a decision whether I take this trade. Well, no, you don't. You're working for somebody else, and you have to take it if it meets the rules. Yeah, I did the same thing too. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's not boring. It's just testing, because obviously during this time it's like, well, okay, well, know what my rules are. Yep, same with me. So messy. Yeah, that drawdown is... you tell me, Vasil. What time frame would I be looking at first? Excellent. And then what am I going to look for? So at the moment or in the next hour. So, yep, I'm going to look at the 5. What am I going to look for? Yep, and how do you say that? Because that doesn't mean anything, does it? So clear what? Yeah, that's right. But, yep. So what's the word for that? Let's make it really simple. What are you going to look for? Yep, volatile. But what are you going to look for in the next hour? Clear what? What's the first rule that we look for? It's one word. Excellent. So I'm going to be looking for clear trend over the next hour. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go straight to the 5. I'll do this on every chart, all the markets. So I'll go to Nasdaq, and I'll bring this up on my, here we go here. Okay, so I'm going to look at this chart here and I'm going to say, rightio, I want clear trend. Well, nothing really seems clear, does it? We know that this long-term moving average is down. So therefore, I'm going to say the trend is down, but it doesn't seem very clean, or like we've got lower highs, you've got higher lows. So it's not really trending, is it? It's not really clear. Okay, and then what are we going to look for? So you look for momentum. Okay, that's what you'll do, Vasil. And then the other thing we're going to look for is we're just going to look for time. We're going to look for a time phase. So a time phase is a pullback. And I'm just going to say, rightio, based on the 5, you just used the word volatile, didn't you? So are we refilling at the service station at the moment? Down, straight up, straight down, straight. We're not, there's no refilling going on. Can you see this move here? Okay, look at this beautiful move here. What did it do beforehand? Service station. Okay. This was a little bit difficult throughout the day. That was very volatile at the service station because that was FOMC. So when we look at this move here. What did it do beforehand? Service station. Look at this move here. What did it do beforehand? Service station. Go back. All these moves are quite volatile throughout here, so there's nothing clean. Oh, Jesus, I mean, how much cleaner do you want? Look at this move here, service station. So, yeah, either way, it's like right now, and I'm just about to do this now because, like, you know, we're already, you know, a fair way in. I think we've had I'm a little bit disappointed that I didn't really take that trade probably with a full contract and stay in. I probably should have stayed in, used a short term, even with a micro, I should have stayed in and done a short term moving average as the exit. So that's okay. There's plenty of trades. I'm in the positive straight away. It's nice to just get some sort of green. It's not changing the world. But right now, I'm probably going to end the feed because we are volatile. So if I'm going to take a trade, I want this. I want some sideways movement. I want a pullback. So what are we doing at the moment? Well, we can go down to a lower time frame, volatile, go down to a 1 minute time frame, we're volatile. Go down to a 30-second time frame. Okay, so what we can see throughout here is we're strong up, strong down, strong up. Maybe we'll start to slow on the downside here. If we slow, we might get some sideways. Look before this move here. Look at this move here. What happened beforehand? What's this? Retarded, isn't it? It's just trading is stupid. Look at this move down here. What happened beforehand? So anyway, we might sort of flatten out here, maybe do some time, but overall, it's pretty volatile at the moment. So I still think we've tried to go down and it's not going down. So it's not over yet. There's a significant level there. Yeah, it's very unclear at the moment. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to wrap things up, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your comments. We've got lots of new people, new comments. I really appreciate it. So thank you for watching. Please, if you can, please like and subscribe. There we go. I've got that up there. Please like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. And as I said, thanks for watching. We've sort of started a little bit, not really much tonight. So we'll keep having a look. So thanks, YouTube. I'm going to end things right now. And we've still got tomorrow. As you can see, like that one trade would have passed the whole eval tonight. If I took that trade with one contract, definitely possible. You're going to do a trade there now, aren't you? not going to take that. Yep. Okay, guys, I'm going to shoot off. Just remember, we're in a downtrend at the moment. It's going to suck you in to go long. Trend's down. Momentum is straight down. It needs to sort of flatten out here. So thanks, guys.